Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Too many lives lately, so I'm going back to the standard beer reviews, and not only that, rattle on too long. 40 minutes for a review is a little bit longer than it should be. So tonight I'm reviewing Casato Deltini Millesimato Prosecco, if I remembered all that. And if you didn't know, you probably do, but the Prosecco area of Italy. It went offline for a minute there, so damn phone. Yeah, so only Prosecco can come from Prosecco in Italy. Only Champagne can come from Champagne area in France. And that's quite, I think the Cremant is a different area in France, and that's another, it only comes from that area. We ought to do a Nottingham wine, didn't we? Call it Nottingham's or something. I don't know. Boy, yeah, carry on. Right then. Let's get this little bugger open. Jesus Christ, that's got some poke on it, I tell you. So, a friend gave me this, and I thought, well, I better do the honours and actually review it. Oh, well done, Keith. Nice. So, clear pour. As you can see, there's a bit of carbonation slash lacing, a bit. Very sporadic. And a nice clear, well, not off-white, but, straw, light straw coloured pour. Obviously, definitely get the alcohol straight away. Good whop of alcohol. Lovely, fruity, dry. I mean, for me, I'm getting grape at the moment, but that's not surprising, being as it's Prosecco. So, yeah, I mean, it's been open a week, but as you can tell by the way the bottle exploded open, it's totally fine. Don't always listen to these supermarkets or wine people that say, after 2 days you have to chuck it. That's Bob. I mean, yes, it's preferable. If you're going to open a bottle of wine, it's preferable to drink it as quick as, really, but if you don't, then, it's not always the case. Obviously, have a sip first, make sure it's okay. You don't want to be drinking something that's going to give you a bellyache later. Oh, it's actually welcome, this is. Long day at work. Good day, but long. Cutting shrubs, Jesus Christ. They've got these laurels, and they've got a farm next door to the Nuruk site, and it's like that. And I'm using the chainsaw to cut through them ridiculously. Obviously, they haven't been pruned in God knows how many years, and they're not actually part of that, not actually ours, but they're coming through onto our area. So I've got to chop them back, and then it'll grow into like more of a screen, which will be more aesthetically pleasing. Even I can come out with long words. I'm out from Nottingham, born from St Anne's, from a low background, as it were, and never had anything given to me in my life. But hey, there's a lot of us about, isn't there? Yeah. So anyway, quite a nice, palatable. Trying to pick out the flavours, it's not easy. It is clean, it's crisp, it's certainly dry. Oh my God. And the alcohol was walloped me straight away. I really feel that. And bear in mind, I hadn't had a drink today, first drink of the day, as it were. It's like 4:30, so get a couple of reviews in, shorter but sweeter reviews. Unless while I'm sat there doing it on my own, I start rattling off. Always depends on the beer, On a good beer, you rattle. On a rubbish beer, not a rubbish beer, but a not so good beer, there's not a lot to talk about, especially the beer. And sometimes it's the fact that if I know the brewery, I'll go into depth. I mean, at the moment, it's all about the advent calendars at the moment. But that's why I'm going to do shorter reviews, so I can slap another review in. Getting rid of this review was because it's sitting on the side in the kitchen. But trying to mix the reviews up as well, because it's all about beer at the moment. I haven't done a lager review. Oh, I have on my advent calendars now. I haven't done a cider review for ages. So I need to, and spirits. So I need to just do a bit more, you know, cater for the people that aren't interested in beer but are interested in spirits, like the people who are interested in homebrew. And that's why I like to do all of them, because as a fan of beer, lager, wine, spirits, cider, I'm a fan of any alcoholic drink, really. I mean, I've got some that I would never touch. I mean, I'm not a fan of Sambuca. That stuff's awful. It absolutely panned me when I drank it once. I was ill the next day, rough as hell, ill. And I was at work putting beer out on the aisle. Oh dear, never again. I get like a melon flavour, probably peach and melon. But what I will say is, maybe I've got the flavours wrong. Can't always get them right, you know. Anybody who says they get all the flavours all the time, I'm not so sure they do. You know, unless your palate is so clear and well that you can get it every single time. I'm not so sure people do. But people can tell flips, can't they? And not that I don't know. I don't really watch anybody else's reviews anyway. I get my inspiration from a non-beer review source, funnily enough. Theme park reviewer, basically, vlogger. And the way he presents his videos is the way I like. You know, although I swear and you don't, but can't win them all, can you? You know, I'm a bit more straight-laced, as it were. Don't see the world through rose-coloured glasses. Good to see the vaccine rolling out today, though. Yes. I think that's an amazing step forward, and it is funny. But on one of my Facebook feeds, someone's put down, "I'm not touching that vaccine." They've shared this comment: "I'm not touching that vaccine. You don't know what's in it." Says someone called Donna, who's bought 40 sausages for £2 from Farm Foods, and does beg the question. I've worked in the butchers, and the economy stuff is usually the dregs of everything. Some of the stuff that fell on the floor was in the economy. Mince. I mean, this was 30 odd years ago. I would presume that it's they don't do that trick now. Presume. But yeah, all the cut-offs, the fat, it all gets put through a mincer, bit of colouring, and that's what you're buying. Yeah, economy mince. Job's a good one. So yeah, first review of the night. I'm going to do my 2 advent calendar reviews. I may slip another one in, and maybe do an alcohol-free review. Then again, I might not. I might save them until January. Do a load of alcohol-free stuff, you know. Then again, I might not. Might leave them until next year when I need to do an early morning review, or I'm feeling rough in the morning and I need something that tastes like a beer, but it's not alcoholic. Because sometimes that helps. You know, hair of the dog. The alcohol-free stuff is good for hair of the dog. Beck's Blue, I think, is unbelievable for that. Put someone's at the door then. So yeah, very nice. Going down the treat. Like I say, with Prosecco and sparkling wines, that is, I now can drink dry wines. There was a stage where I wouldn't touch them because they tasted like vinegar. And this is a common thing with a lot of wines where people say, "Oh, it tastes like vinegar." And Yeah, some do. Um, and it was the thing that only the sweeter wines would taste nice to me. Now the dry wines do. Your palate, over time, your palate, by trying new wines, your palate gets used to it, registers it, your brain registers it. Oh, it's not vinegar, it's a nice wine. And it's amazing. I used to be the same with white, rosé and red. I couldn't drink it, it was nasty. And now I can drink it and love it. So, Casato Tini Prosecco. Didn't really need to do the Italian, fake Italian accent. Yeah, it's really nice. It's got some very good reviews. I looked on vivino.com and it's it's in the top 3% of wines in the world for review. So there you go. That's the wine. And for me, enjoyed it for rounds. Good tasting. Maybe I didn't get the flavours, but you can't win them all. Never professed to be that good. I'm just someone who blags his way through reviews. Tries to says it as I see it. But anyway, out of 5, for me about 4.4 out of 5. Very nice. And now it can go in the bin. It's doing its job. Cheers. And see you soon. And stay safe.